Chosen ones, as their disposable accounts grow, so does your follow account. Their digital voodoo campaigns don't work, but your posts are flooded with weird comments and bad emojis. Each notification is yet another failed effort to thwart your success, your progress, and your unstoppable momentum. The backlash is already coming. Their reputation erodes with each new post as you get real engagement. Their insane spiritual warfare is being exposed by the same community they are trying to turn against you. Their own social circles gossip about their consuming obsessions, insulating them with nothing but hollow threats and resentful routines. Before we continue, I want you to take a deep breath. When you do these three things, your energy and intention will be amplified, sending a powerful signal to the universe. Press the like button. Subscribe so we can reach 10,000 subscribers, and leave a comment saying, "Jesus, I am ready." They mutter curses into the void as they hide behind screens and lurk in the shadows, certain you will never find out. They thought that the energy they were channeling would reach you, interfere in your life, suffocate your strength, and strangle your success. However, the moment they let it go, they made a mistake. The rules of the invisible were underestimated by them. The poison they vomited, the energy they summoned, and the sinister purpose they put into their magic did not vanish into thin air. They did not infiltrate your life as they had hoped. Your course has not been diverted, your voice silenced, or your foundation undermined. You are a chosen one, and they do not understand that the forces they are experimenting with will not surrender to weak hands. Evil is a mirror, not a weapon. Now it is reflecting back. As soon as he cast the curse, it reversed. It never hesitated or delayed. The energy shrunk like a wild animal that cannot be contained the moment they taint your name with poison. They did not realize that they had opened a door and it closed behind them, but they believed they were bringing you disaster. They were betrayed by the same forces they were trying to control. Instead, every evil they meant for you began to destroy their own lives. Their own minds turned against them, becoming fearful, paranoid, and obsessive. Their own energy spheres were broken. Instead, they allowed the things they were summoning to cling to them. Their environment became chaotic, their plans failed, and their concentration broke down. Because those who curse the divinely chosen are not blessed by the cosmos. Take action right now. You have been chosen to illuminate the darkness. So click on the Super Thank button and make a donation of $50. In this way, you are allowing God's miracles to enter your life. The fact that you are not only ruled by digital media was something they did not know and could never comprehend. Numbers cannot determine your existence. Mortal hands cannot determine your essence. You are unreachable. Their magic now works against them. The energy they summon is not working properly. Originally designed to suppress you, it now suppresses them. Even if they were designed to silence you, their own words backfire. If you believe in the Lord's steadfast love, His ever-present presence, and His sovereign plan for your life, write 33 because He is trustworthy and He keeps His word. It was designed to antagonize others against you, but now they are the ones being avoided. They realize this first in small ways. Their own posts become less popular, and their sentences, initially carefully crafted to control, now seem empty. Their influence starts to wane, and their audience starts to shrink. Then paranoia sets in. They keep refreshing their screens, waiting for the engagement that never materializes. When they see their own numbers dwindling, they panic. They realize too late that whatever they were trying to take from you, they are now being ripped away from you. We have activated our Join membership for you. You can check out our privileges by clicking the Join button below. We invite you to become a Join member to make you more special. The universe does not like dishonesty and has its own algorithm. Their sense of control has always been a borrowed sense. And now, piece by piece, that illusion is crumbling, and they are being exposed for what they really are. They used energy they were never authorized to use to play, and now that energy is using them. Their death has already begun. They believed they were invisible. They roamed your digital world for months, changing profile pictures, changing identities and spying on you through disposable accounts, believing that no one could find them. Always wary and unreachable, they distorted discussions, left cryptic comments and circulated murmurs in their inboxes. They thought their trick was perfect. However, a wrong is never allowed to persist in the universe. Cracks are now starting to appear. It starts as a small, almost undetectable wave. A follower observes that the same phrases are used in several stories. The insults are repeated, and someone else notices. Once a pattern emerges, the exposure accelerates. They are called out in an exploding comment thread. Their hidden intentions are exposed when a DM is leaked. A new account makes a mistake by adopting a tone too familiar and an expression too different to be a coincidence. When the veil is lifted, there is nothing but despair underneath. The energy they possess is shifting against them. Where before they walked unobserved, now they feel the weight of 1,000 eyes. People are observing, remembering, and watching, and they are not supporting them. The digital world has changed. They are now trapped in the same deception that used to be their lifeblood. Every time they try to fight back, their own words give them away. Every time they try to silence you, you draw attention to yourself. Their own vitality crumbles under the weight of each new lie they tell. They have been playing this game for so long that the universe has chosen to use them as an example. Eating them is their preoccupation. They constantly update your profile in the hope that their efforts will be noticed. They look at your name, waiting for signs of difficulty or failure. But all they see is that you are doing well. Meanwhile, their previously hidden presence is now fully revealed. Individuals pay attention, chat, and laugh. Their previously private struggle has now become a public spectacle. And all that is left for them now is shame. The barriers are getting closer and closer. No more disguises, no more disguises, no more hiding. Even if they believe they are pulling the strings, they were always the ones being played. For the next 48 hours, you will be materially abundant. Write 77 to confirm that what you are about to learn today will change your life. The universe just made sure that everyone was aware of it. They didn't see it coming. The moment they cursed you and shouted your name in the darkness, they triggered something they could never control. They didn't know who was standing next to you, so they thought you were alone. Something has changed in the aura that surrounds you. Even if you can't see it, you feel it. A force, a divine wall of power that separates you from the attacks aimed at harming you. The enemy's aim is pushed forward, but it never lands. As soon as it reaches your aura, it collapses. Because the archangels, Michael and Raphael, have arrived. Raphael takes the lead. His light penetrates your energies, fills the cracks, and closes every wound that the enemy wants to leave open. It renews you where they tried to consume you. It strengthens your spirit where they seek to break it. It strengthens your peace where they tried to shatter it. They wanted to sow seeds of uncertainty in your mind. He dispels the fog. It takes you home. They wanted you to feel lost. Both your healing and the energy attack were real. And Raphael is making it last. But Michael doesn't heal. Michael gets into a fight. The enemies believed their work was done. They believed that their ceremonies would be ignored, unanswered, and their curses would remain in place. But Michael realized this. And now, one blow at a time, he cuts through their web of lies. They have incinerated every spell they sent. They destroy the foundation of every shadow they cast. Every creature they summon turns against them. Michael fights instead of defending. The battle is already won. You don't need to do anything. Suddenly, the enemy is aware of it. A change in their reality, a burden settling on them, an unseen presence. The air around them thickens. They lose their own power. They feel something moving in the invisible realm, something much more powerful than their gods or their souls, something that will prevent them from escaping. The vine has declared that it will not physically touch you, harm you, or defeat you. Only those who try to harm you are at risk. They are the ones begging for forgiveness now. They were not just targeting your internet persona. They were aiming to take everything from you, including your reputation, your job, and your money. Their goal was your downfall, publicly, ruthlessly, and completely. They performed their rituals in secret, writing their evil intentions on paper, chanting your name over charred sacrifices, and sealing them with hatred and blood. They summoned spirits, summoned shadows, and channeled their jealousy into spells to rip you apart piece by piece. For a short time, you experienced strange misalignments, sudden setbacks, and unexpected losses. You had the feeling that you were being harmed by something. Opportunities disappeared and projects failed. Before it reached you, the money seemed to be running away from you. It didn't make sense. You were aware of your value and the effort you were putting in. Things that were easy suddenly became a struggle. It was a battle, not a coincidence. Take a step towards God's healing power today. To support our channel, click on the Super Thank button on YouTube and make a donation of $100. They wanted you to panic. They wanted you to doubt yourself and think that you might not be as strong as you thought. Their aim was to wear you down, so that in your anger, you would give up your interests. They tried to isolate you to prevent anyone from reminding you of who you really are, because their only weapon is fear. The moment you start thinking that everything is falling apart, you weaken yourself. The moment you start doubting your course, you lose momentum. The moment you start feeling that the challenge is too much, you become vulnerable to their energy. All they need is a moment of weakness or a break in your spirit. But you did not break. You stood against the pressure of its weight. They have no idea what it takes to destroy someone you have chosen, because of the way you were made. And now the spell is breaking. They believed their magic was unquestionable. They believed their spirits were powerful. They believed that the ceremonies they performed in the dark would be enough to destroy you. But they ignored the fact that you were protected by something greater. Their own vitality is now working against them. They lose every penny they try to steal from your future. Every professional failure they try to inflict on you manifests itself in their own lives. Every rumor directed against your name resonates to expose them. They have summoned spirits, but they no longer serve them. They cast spells, but they are ineffective. Even though they have condemned your progress, you are still on the rise. Nothing now frightens them more than seeing your victory. And now, they run around frantically, terrified and powerless as their own world begins to crumble. Now the paranoia they sent to you haunts them. Now they are being destroyed by the instability they desired for you. Now, they are consumed by the same terror they thought would devour you. They were never in control, but they believed they could play God. Now they are suffering the consequences. You were intended to be buried, silenced, and stripped of all power. That was their intention. That was their strategy. But instead, you rise up. They have reversed the same forces they called upon to destroy you. Their rituals turn to ash under your feet, and their curses burn to ashes. Now that supernatural forces are at work, there is no stopping what happens when divine hands are at work. Don't you feel it? The change, the acceleration, the way your energy now attracts attention like never before. You are growing with ease. Even if you don't knock, doors are opening. You are not even looking for opportunities. They are finding you. People who used to ignore you are now mesmerized by you, because you cannot be hidden, not by curses, not by algorithms, not by jealous hands manipulating forces they do not understand. You were meant to be recognizable, visible, and unstoppable. Now you are assuming that authority. As they watch, they hate what they see. They have no idea how it happened. They have destroyed your success, but you are doing well. You are more popular than ever, even though they have condemned your influence. Even though they tried their best to close doors for you, now you are passing through doors they never had access to. Their confusion is turning into anger. They wanted you to disappear, but now you are everywhere. You see, the divine is expanding as well as providing protection. You are taking back 10 times what they tried to take away. Every effort to stop you has become a catapult that pushes you forward. All their efforts to try to weaken you have only helped you to grow. They cannot see that the more they fight against you, the stronger you become. You are now invincible because they have been playing a losing game all along. So let them observe. Let them lurk in the background, focusing on your successes, reloading your page, studying your stats, and questioning why their efforts are in vain. Let them see what happens when they go against someone favored by God. Because while they are stuck in the mess of their own making, you are rising. You may feel murmurs, sudden shifts, underlying energy shifting around you. They believed that they could operate in secret, hiding behind false accounts, spreading false information, twisting stories, and making secret plans. They believed they would go unnoticed. But now, they are visible to everyone. The darkness behind which they hide is disappearing. The masks are falling. The individuals they used to control are beginning to doubt everything. Thanks to the universe, their exposure is loud and clear. You don't even have to do anything. The truth will reveal itself. Repeated attacks, suspicious timing, and the same statements made by false personalities are noticed by others. People recognize them for what they are: a joke. A bitter, desperate joke. Where they used to be effective, they no longer have any impact. Where before they could cause an uproar with no repercussions, now they are publicly humiliated. People are now turning against them, just as they tried to do to you. They are tarnishing their own name, just as they tried to tarnish yours. Just like they tried to drive you away from social media. They are being driven away from social media. Their own fans are leaving one by one, because nobody wants to be next to a sinking ship. You don't even need to take revenge. Everything is taken care of for you by the cosmos. Every word they say against you haunts them. Every lie they tell works against them. They are being seen for who they are by every false friend they take with them. And now, they are afraid. They are checking their warnings. They are seeing their commitment waning, and they are experiencing the same loneliness they tried to impose on you. And you are still here. And they are falling apart. Let them suffer the consequences of their own dishonesty. Let them stay in the disaster they have created for themselves. There is nothing you have to do. When the light reveals them, they will have nowhere to hide. Long before you realized who they were, you felt their attacks, the strange shifts in energy, the unexpected losses, the unseen power against you. They believed they were smart. They believed you would be destroyed by their curse. But they ignored the fact that all intentions must return to their source when they are sent to Earth. And now they are being visited by their own curse. Losing was never intended for you. None of the attacks, setbacks, or obstacles you faced were random. The universe allowed this conflict because you were strong enough to prevail, not because you were weak. Now you stand at the end of this conflict, undaunted, unaffected, and unstoppable. They believed they understood you. They believed that if they put enough pressure on you, you would collapse. They believed that if they unleashed enough turmoil on you, you would break. They believed that if they took away your voice, your success, and your influence, you would be destroyed. But you did not perish, because you were not created to fall apart. Not only did you overcome this attack, but you triumphed. You were not destroyed by the energy they emitted. You are not defined by the curses they cast. You are not shaken by the conflicts they fight. On the contrary, they have made your power known. Look at yourself now. Your energy is dominating the fields without you even trying. Your demeanor has changed, and you are no longer affected by the same strategies that caused you to doubt yourself. This is proof that you are already victorious. You are not the one who started this discussion. You have demonstrated your abilities. As you can see, nothing that is directed against you can survive. It was about you discovering who you really are, not about them. And they are now aware of that. They have seen that their attempts failed, that no matter what they did, you persevered, and they had to watch you climb instead of collapse. Most of all, they are disturbed that you didn't even blink, not just that they lost. Deep down, they understand that it was more than a simple struggle, that it was a manifestation of destiny, and you were always supposed to be victorious in the end. Take a look around you. Your progress has been accelerated by the same people who tried to stop you. The obstacles they put in your way have turned into stepping stones. You were propelled forward by the energy they used to hold you back. They believed they could steal from you, but criminals are not allowed to thrive in the cosmos. On the contrary, every effort to deprive you of your benefits has made them even more abundant. Do you feel it? Today, you have more vitality. You have sharper intuition. You are naturally creative. Everything that used to seem out of reach is now easily accessible. You see clarity, signals coming at you, like synchronicity, unexpected inspiration, divine intervention. Because that is exactly what this is. God's hands are on your side. What was designed for you cannot be taken away because the invisible forces that govern you intervene. You are entering a version of yourself that you are not aware of. They have unlocked you because they believe they are blocking you. Your voice grew louder as they believed they were silencing you. They believed they were stopping your progress, but instead, they made the cosmos move you forward faster than before. The higher powers praise you for showing your unstoppability, for being strong and not giving up under pressure. And as you climb, they sink. They are trapped by the same low vibration they tried to pull you into. Since they are the ones who did it, they cannot get out of it. They start becoming paranoid. They constantly refresh their screens to watch you evolve, while their world is falling apart. They can't concentrate or sleep. They feel that someone or something is spying on them, whispering in the background. At first, they try to ignore it, but the more they fight, the stronger it gets. The same creatures they sent after you never left. That's what they don't understand. The spirits they summon are agitated. They have seen you persevere, unaffected, unconcerned, even though they had assured you that you would be destroyed. They want payment now. And because you are no longer an option, they have betrayed their masters. The nightmares begin with unexplained images. Then come murmurs, faint voices in the shadows, whispering things they don't want to hear. Then loneliness comes. People move away, chances pass, and reality slowly crumbles. They are suffocated by their own density. They have cursed their own lives with every spell they cast. They are now being consumed from within by every malice they throw your way. Every lie they spread has become a knife to their own necks. They themselves have fallen into the trap they set for themselves. They targeted you because they thought they could shatter something they never touched. They used every trick in the book to twist reality in their favor, distorting energy and cursing your name. But they ignored the fact that you are not constrained by their limitations. Falling was never intended for you. Every effort to silence you made your voice louder. Every attempt to stop you made the path ahead even clearer. Your foundation has been strengthened by every force that seeks to weaken you. They are compelled to see you rise because they want to eliminate you. Give them a glimpse. Let them feel it. Tell them that they were never given a chance. If you felt that their energies were trying to block your progress, voice it. What did they try to do? What happened instead? Tell the truth, because their biggest punishment is your success. If you found a resonance in what you read, and saw the possibilities of your own awakening. Don't let this moment pass. If you want to continue discovering more of your inner potential, subscribe to the channel. To support us, make a donation of $50 by clicking on the Super Thank button. Like this video if you think you have the power to change your destiny. Share your ideas and experiences in the comments section below. Let's start by discussing how to embrace the unconventional. Remember to tell everyone who needs to hear about it that they are meant for more. The world needs individuals like you to rise up. So let's share this enthusiasm everywhere. Keep moving forward, keep changing, and never forget that this is just the beginning.